Hello, today we're going to be talking about how to succeed in your assistant principal interview. I hope that you find this information helpful to you along your leadership journey. Let's hop right into it. How can you be successful on your assistant principal interview? First, I want to say congratulations for even taking that step to wanting to be an assistant principal. Being an assistant principal is such an awesome position to be in, and I know you're going to have such a positive influence on the students, on the staff, and on the families that you serve. If you were anything like me, as an aspiring assistant principal, I had been in the classroom for several years. And in fact, I was coming out of a kindergarten classroom, which is a very different position than being an assistant principal. So today I'm going to give you some tips on how you can be successful, how you'll land that interview, and how you're going to get the job. The first thing I want to share is a little bit background. First of all, if you're going to be successful as an assistant principal, you're going to need to gather as many leadership experiences as you can. What does that mean? Well, that means you'll need to learn about relationships, you'll need to learn the policies, you'll need to learn how to make good decisions, you'll need to learn how to be a great instructional leader, you'll need to be in classrooms, learning as much as possible. You'll need to learn about testing and assessments. You'll need to learn about student discipline, and you'll also need to learn about buses. So there's so many different things that the assistant principal does. It is such a large role with so many tasks. It's very important that you utilize the time way before the interview to get as many experiences under your belt as you can, so that when you're asked those questions on the interview, you know, and you can speak very specifically to what you would do. So I would say the first step in being successful on your interview is really preparing for the role. That's most important. So if you need help and support preparing for the role, reach out to your principal, reach out to your assistant principal in your building, reach out to other building leaders around your district to help you get ready and take on as many experiences as you can. What's the easiest way to gain experience is simply to ask someone, how can I help you? That's how you gain experience, and follow through with it. Do the best job that you can, and that will set up your reputation for success because they said, well, I called on this person the last time. I'm going to call on that person again. And that will only help you when you need your recommendation letters and when you're ready to apply for the assistant principalship. The next step I would say is when you are ready to apply, start practicing for your interview. So the day you hit submit on that application is the day you start practicing. Well, what if you haven't received a call yet? It doesn't matter. We're anticipating that call for the interview. So we're going to be preparing for months in advance for that interview. I suggest a lot of different ways to prepare. One way is to do a mock interview. So to have people sit around you, ask you questions, and listen to your responses and provide you with feedback. That's a major way to get ready for the interview panel that you will have in real time, is to practice first. Another thing to do is to write out some writing samples. You might have to fill out a writing sample in your district. So begin practicing by writing out answers to questions. Check your punctuation, check your spelling, but make sure that what you are sharing is in alignment with the vision of your district and that you're able to speak very clearly through your writing to show that you are a proficient communicator. And the last step I would say to prepare is when you are sitting on your interview, you need to speak as if you are already in the role. So when you receive your first question, you're going to say, as an assistant principal, here's what I would do. As assistant principal, this is my vision. You really want to make sure that the people in the seats on your panel see you as an assistant principal right when you sit down. Tell your stories, be very specific in your answers, use examples, and always remember to include staff, students, and community members in each one of your answers to make it as well-rounded as possible. I hope that you enjoyed these tips today. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you found this content helpful.